Today is Thursday, October 14th, I think. Don't quote me on I know it's Thursday. And I'm having a rough day. Very big challenges for me and my son, my family. Life or death challenges that oh God, brought me to my past and my brain, and I'm not going to go into the details because it's not over yet, and we don't have answers, which is indicative of my past experiences in life, where since I was really young, I've found myself waiting for my dad to come back, and he never did. Waiting for a very abusive stepdad to leave, for my mom to see his abuse and have that end, which did, but it took about 10 years before that was over. So there's fear still in me when there are tragic and parts of life that leave you kind of hanging and have you, because of your past experiences, assuming the worst, which I really try not to do anymore. But it's hard to do in these scenarios, and I'm finding that one out right now. I'm still waiting on answers that I have not received. It's been days now, and I've seen a lot of my past and my reactions and my assumptions and expectations. I've seen it all in the last few days. I don't know. I know I'm going through my Chiron return. So anybody that is 50 or about to turn 50, most likely you are, well, not most likely, you definitely are too. This is when this happens. And it's that midlife crisis state as well, but I don't have a midlife crisis. I have a physical crisis on my hands that I'm trying to be patient. And that's very hard for me because I feel like I've been really patient for a long time. And I'm waiting for something to give. I'm waiting for something to change. I'm waiting for something to ease up. And it hasn't yet. And so I have to keep my mind in check. Right now, especially, so that I can not only be here for my son and my family members who are also going through this, but be here for myself and not spin out into rage or sorrow or emptiness kind of thing. Which I've had my moments, as you can tell, maybe. I just came off of a pretty big crying moment, and kind of getting used to this crying thing now. It's sucks. But I know it's important to, sorry, I'm rocking. It's important to go through and not dismiss it. It's important to feel it and to experience it very present, as painful, as scary, as exhausting as it can be. And, take it from me I've experienced a lot of death in my life. I've experienced a lot of trauma and suffering, not only of my own, but of others. I may only be 50, but I feel like I've lived thousands of years and had almost every experience there is. And I'm sure there's a reason for that. But there comes a point in time when you're tired, and instinctively I know what not to do. What my brain wants to do is to make a story and, protect me. And I know not to listen to that. I know to go to nature. I know I know what to do. Not that I always do the right thing, but I'm getting better at that. Much better. I've had a lot of practice. And I guess this journal portion is about my waiting, because as my day unfolded, I did call my mom and told her what I was going through. And one of the things she had mentioned was she recalls me, when I was really young, just standing in the kitchen, staring out the window, waiting all night long, waiting. And I wouldn't leave my post. And it was really, it hurt her, but she knew that there wasn't anything that she could do, that it was something I had to ride out. And I did that for years. I did that for many years of my life, actually. I created that waiting phase for myself in all of my relationships with men, especially, because this was my dad that I was waiting for. And he never did come back. Not my sad sob story. That's not what I'm struggling with now, but of course that comes back to me when she tells me that. I know there are a lot of lessons, and I am picking up on all of them, learning them. It's not easy though to still be in the waiting phase, waiting for news, waiting for an answer, waiting. There isn't anything else I can do. I've done all I can do. Now I just wait. And that waiting is you suffer when you wait, because your mind takes over if you allow it. And, again, as human beings on this earth, especially, this dates back to my childhood, is when it started. And then I just had that in my memory, my karma, my cellular memory, and recreated it in all of the relationships with men. Every single one I've ever had, there's been some kind of tragedy, and I'm left waiting for the truth, for an answer, for something. And I'm just now starting to get those answers for myself now, while waiting for a physical answer to see if somebody's dead or alive, which is pretty important. These aren't small little things. These are big, traumatic things that not only affect me today, but my child, my grandchild, my family, other people's families. And it's unfair. It can bring a lot of rage and anger, and the longer you're left waiting. And so, yeah, that's the brain, the supercomputer that we don't have the instruction manual to. Another message I just keep getting over and over and over again. Part of my lesson, I suppose I'm to become some form of a healer, I'm getting, and I must understand all of these processes fully by experiencing them myself. And I'm here to tell you, I can't think of anything I haven't experienced in this life that I've been here. As far as it goes with pain and trauma. And the fact that I can still laugh and smile and be here is something I have to give myself credit for, because it's not easy. It's not easy. And I do realize that now, I didn't most of my life, but I do realize now how everything was created stemmed off of my actual first childhood trauma. That initial thing that happens when you're so innocent, and it really gets stuck in your body and your subconscious. So this is a message for the children, for the future. You know, I'm understanding now where I am and how I got where I am based off of not healing childhood trauma, not being able to express childhood trauma fully and safely. And I'm not here to say that I'm in a trauma state. No, but all of my challenges seem to be pretty traumatic. And the more it pulls other people into the mix, especially my own son, the more I'm getting a big wake-up call from the universe to say, you don't want to keep this story going. So how do I break it? What do I do? I'm still waiting on the answers for that. waiting. I do know that I finally gathered my composure and was able to quiet my mind enough to get some answers for myself, and now document this video. It's the answers for myself are right within me. I do know them. Yet I feel like I'm like my body's trembling. I feel like I'm still in it. So I'm kind of torn in half. Half of me knows exactly what to do, and the other half of me is almost forcing me to sit in it and feel it. I think that's what the energy is right now. I think we have to feel these things fully. And because there might be something deeper there for each and every one of us that we've missed. I certainly, I want to know if I missed anything, because I'm tired of this shit. I don't know about you, but I want to free myself from my past. All of it. And again, that's what the energy is, that astrologically and just energetically, and the earth is helping too. I have to show you Luna. I don't know how to switch it, so Luna has been by my side all week, all the time. Like, she really just watches over me. I mean, look at her. She just stands her. She's like my little soldier. My earth angel. And I have many of those, and I'm very grateful for them. This is an initiation phase for a lot of us who did not know it, but we were born here to become healers based off of our own experiences. So our natural healing abilities come out when we finally overcome our past trauma. And I feel like right now we're being force-fed a lot of that in our current experiences for some of us, and for others, just their past, they're coming up and they're not able to escape it now. So feel it. You gotta feel it to heal it, right? Feel it, heal it, and let's move forward. I'm sorry, my story is so vague. I don't want to incriminate anybody who may be completely innocent. I'm not going to create a story or build a story or have assumptions at this point in time. However, I'm sure that as time goes by, as the days go by, I will have more clarity and some physical clarity to really assist me out of this bubble. I feel like I was just kind of trapped into this bubble. I can't seem to function very well or do anything but process my emotions right now and my thoughts. So that's what I'm doing for today. Hopefully it gets better soon.